And you could have had a really impressive pendulum turn there.
So close to being really impressive.
Yeah, no, it was just the abort part that, you see, abort.
Scared.
You lifted.
Just thought 9 years of Team O'Neill got that out of me, but
But sometimes you need to do this.
The next section that we're going to talk about is on Icicle Brook. I felt, which is the fifth stage, last stage of the first day of New England Forest Rally. So Confidence coming out of Concord Pond, then there's the South Arm Road stage, then there's Beaver Pond, and then Icicle Brook, which is the long one. And that one, Martin and I really gelled. The notes were great, the speed was awesome, and I was starting to fully commit to 5s and 6s, and the road was rough in sections, but man, I was just letting the suspension eat it up, and sadly I passed you at one point, but I kind of saw you and I went even faster a little because I wanted to show you that I'm doing good. So I went through that, and then I passed somebody, and so I'm even more excited and more, and we eventually, Tony, thanks for letting me by. We didn't even hit the push to pass. He saw me in the rear view and he pulled over. And so about 6 or 7 corners later, I had a little bit of an incident. And so we're going to talk about that. So I think I have a little bit of my emotion management problems that we talked about.
But I think on this particular one, even though you puppied that corner, it was in front of a large crowd.
Oh, yes.
Which is important. Because if you mess up and nobody sees it, well, that was not a good use of your time.
Right. Oh, I was super happy. It was in front of the spectator bus, which I helped manage the New England Forest Rally. So I know all these clients that paid a lot of money to be part of our rally, and I got to put on an extra show for them. So I was super proud that.
No, that was very good.
As a business manager, I was helping give that return on investment for those clients. So 38 minutes. So Tony's here. Let's see, I've got him 10 seconds.
Another one off.
That's,
yeah. My man, Nick Allen.
Nick Allen. So we both passed him.
Isn't this a beautiful road?
I wasn't even going to push to pass because I thought we were close. And he eventually saw me in the rear view and he pulled over here. Let me by.
So you lost a fair amount of time here.
I lost a few seconds. But let's see. So here, now I'm super excited. 35 seconds. Let's see how long it takes me to make this issue.
So what he's saying is management, motion control management, it is very important to keep your mind together when you pass a car, because sometimes you think like you're Billy Bob the stock car racer and you're winning the race. And I've seen more people pass a car and immediately go off the road.
So 20 seconds after, 4 right long into a left 3, and we didn't note that it's a downhill. So here's me coming around this corner. 3 left, 4 right.
The 10 block corner. Sideways the wrong way and abort. But look at how quick he got into that reverse.
Because I knew Tony was right there. I'm like,
very impressive. That's some Hollywood stuff right there.
Go. But man, there's Tony. I'm so sorry, buddy.
One of the things on that, we talk about the pendulum turn. Why we teach people the pendulum turn, because sometimes when they come out of a turn, this particular one, you came out of a right into a left, and you was
with the hill, right?
Right, you're downhill, and you're still sliding out of that right, and you think,
that's where
I'm not going to make the left.
Right.
And then you let off the gas.
Right.
The only way a car is going to change direction is if you have the gas on. Even though your natural instinct is to lift, the power is going to put the weight on the rear, make the rear tires bite, so when you turn back under power, it will change direction. You could have had a really impressive pendulum turn there.
So close to being really impressive.
Yeah, no, it was just the abort part that, you see, abort. You lifted.
That's the human nature. I thought 9 years of Team O'Neill got that out of me, but
sometimes you need to do this. I can say don't do it, and you can test and train, but until you're in that situation, what will you do?
Right. And if I would have had the note of down, I would have been fine. It was the down that scared me. When I came around that 4, I was ready for 3 mentally, but I just, seeing that downhill, that's where the moment of fear kicked in, right? Just the self-preservation, like, oh shit, I'm going to have so much more weight to manage. I just, went to right foot, brake, stop. And then then that second of someone's right behind me, get to reverse and I got to fix this fast. I didn't want to have, a big cloud of smoke and him hit me right in the ass. And I guess he's yelling at me in his car. I talked to him after the fact, go, go, go. And then I left him in a cloud of dust, so he actually had to slow down on his run because I now left him in dust. So
But this is an example of why I love rally, because even though that situation cost him some time, he wasn't upset over that, right?
No, he was just as excited for me, and
So everyone here is spending loads of money and a lot of time to figure this stuff out. Nobody's making money. Everybody's easy going. I mean, the top guys, they kind of fight it out, and there's some drama there. But 95% of the people in rally are just out to have fun. And yeah, you probably cost them a few seconds. But in the end, how much ahead was you at the end of the rally than him? It might have been minutes.
Yeah. Well, and he even admitted his speed factor was dictated on a really fast rally before, so he's like, I don't know why I'm up here with these guys.
Yeah.
I saw a social media post. I got passed by the CEO of Team O'Neill, so I think he was just as proud to be part of the mix, and I was proud to, he was a great guy to chat with, and him and I talked at the award ceremony, and I think we're going to get a clip from him even of his GoPro from the outside, so that'll be fun to watch his perspective of everything too.
But we have to make sure we tell people that this is a hobby.
Right.
A lot of people think they could make a living doing this, and it's this type of stuff that makes it more fun, because there is no big corporate deal. I mean, right. I might fire you if you don't win. That's the only difference. But there is none of that, and we're here to have a good time, and this is the sport. I raced stock cars for many years. You'd never get that attitude. If you remotely caused anybody undue hardship, they were going to be throwing lug nuts at you next thing. It was just a really unhappy situation. Rallying is pretty easy going because we're all having the same problem. You're having different problems and I'm having different problems, but we're all out adventuring together. So that's what I love about Tony not being upset over you blowing dust and rocks all over him twice.
Right.